Shalom is Brother Yasha Mazakar from the Israelite Times Report, IsraeliteTimes.com. Upon my watch, all praises are due to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Peace and blessings to all the brothers spread across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth and sincerity. So we know we're getting closer and closer to that time. And proof of that, this is from technocracy.news. If you don't know about WorldCoin, it's the eye scanner. They're giving people money to go scan their eyes, the iris or the orb. You know, people, they go do their eye scan into this orb, and it's like they get free money, and all of their information is uploaded. So this is leading to the Motb, the mark of the beast. I'll just say it out. But in this article here from technocracy.news, they're making a claim that is being rejected. It says Sam Altman's WorldCoin launches to fierce criticism and rejection. Now, keep in mind this WorldCoin is like a litmus test, a dry run, if you will, to lead to the mark. Okay, the implantation of the microchip. But they're gonna have everything inside of that chip, all of your information. Okay, this is why you're seeing many stores going cashless. This is why they're purposely devaluing the dollar. This is the reason for the rollout of cryptocurrency. Everything is going to be digitalized in the lead up to the implementation and the mandate of the microchip. Already in certain places, you have palm readers. In order to enter certain facilities, you have to scan your palm. Again, this is all being done because it's our job to warn you. This is all being done to make way for the mark of the beast. Now, you might say we talk about that all the time. Well, that's the most important thing right now, is to show you that this is happening. This isn't far into the future anymore. Those days are over. That's what I'm trying to get across to you. This isn't 2020, 2045 or something like that. This isn't a futuristic idea. This is now. We're here. It says here in the article, WorldCoin, a new financial system connected to sensitive biometric meaning human body. Okay? Understand what biometric means. Donald Trump said that he wants to track and trace everyone. He said this back in 2016, that he would implement a biometric system, track and trace system, to stop illegal immigrants from entering into the country. He said this back in 2016. That flew over a lot of people's heads. I'm pretty sure if you go search for it, you can find that clip. But that flew over a lot of people's heads. So they created this problem so he could come with the solution. Anyways, WorldCoin, a new financial system connected to sensitive biometric information, mostly harvested from poor people, sure sounds like a terrible idea. Terrible does not do it justice. It says WorldCoin will need to assemble a vast database of iris data, the scanning of the eyes. You look into the orb and it gets your information. But it says, but not everyone is eager to gaze into the orb. It says in the bootstrapping phase, at least, you had to pay people to scan their eyes. And so WorldCoin turned to the global south, home to the cheapest eyeballs, and played a dark game of what will people do for money. And that's the whole point of the mark of the beast. You will not be able to buy or sell, causes all, both rich and poor, free and bond, right? They're all going to worship the beast. And they're all going to take the mark of the beast. Because everyone wants to eat, right? The people say, well, there's going to be an uprising. Okay, cool. Then they're going to roll out their robot dogs and police force, their AI technology, their brainwaves technology, their brainwave technology. You're going to need a spiritual power to protect you in that day. It's not called the hour of temptation for nothing. You're going to need Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai on your side in that day. You got all of these people talking about they're going to live off grid. We're just going to disconnect. I saw this, I believe it was Amish. It was a YouTube clip. It might have been even a documentary. I saw a little bit of it. This man who has no name and is completely, I was trying to, no, I believe he has a name, but he has like no records of himself. Like he doesn't have like a birth certificate, no social security card. He's not in the system and never been in the system. It doesn't matter with their drones and everything that they have technology wise. Because remember, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. So his whole entire earth was given into his hands. And his power, his blessing is the sword. And he's coming down with great wrath because he knows that he has but a short time. And his inward thought is that his houses shall continue forever. So what does that mean? That means he wants to extend his time. And how does he think he's going to do that? He's going to do that by microchipping everyone and fighting against the angels. He believes that his military might can somehow defeat the angels of the Lord, the chariots. He believes he's going to somehow, it says they'll be frightened, they'll be scared, but they'll still fight. I'm roughly paraphrasing. They're still going to try to fight because that's how much pride he has. His pride is lifted up in him, right? Okay. So here we are now. Here we are. This devil is about to make his move. He's not hiding what he's doing anymore. How are the things that Esau searched out? He's not hiding anymore. He's coming out full steam ahead. So at any moment, you have to watch and pray. You have to watch and pray. You have to watch and pray. Because at any moment, this devil can pull off a major false flag and implement that microchip because the technology is already here. There was a time when they were establishing this. Now they have the digital grid. They have the digital infrastructure. That was the point of the cryptocurrency rollout in the first place. Now you have the CEO of Nokia saying, and he stated this last year, that he believed that people will be microchipped within the next 8 years. Now, if you know, like I know, they want to do it a lot sooner than that. And that was 2022. It's now 2023. So I believe they want to do it a lot sooner than that. That's just what, you know, that's what I believe. So this WorldCoin is picking up everyone's data. You know, you look into the orb, it gets your information, your data, your history, your whereabouts, everything. And then you get money. I believe this says like $2,000 or something like that. I can't remember the exact number. If I'm off on that number, forgive me, Salakia. But this is the dry run, test run to see what people will do. Just like 2020, the pandemic was the same thing. Back to the article. Went off on a little tangent. But it talks about the data for the iris. It says, incredibly, WorldCoin was unprepared for an obvious consequence of this rollout strategy. It says a black market for verified credentials. Oh, that's the other thing. They want to verify people. That was one of the reasons for this WorldCoin rollout is to verify people. I meant to make mention of this last week. All of this extraterrestrial talking about they make contact with aliens. This is the blueprint. This is one of the false flags that they're planning on running is that they need to verify that you're a human being. And that's going to be one of the excuses that they're going to use to implement people with this microchip. Is that they're going to say, oh, this extraterrestrial civilization is so advanced that they can make themselves look human. And we need to verify that you're a human being by having you microchip because only the human beings are going to be able to receive this microchip. And if you're not microchipped, then how do we know that you're an actual human being? You see where this is going? Because the chip is going to have all of your data, all of your information. Oh, this runs deep, doesn't it? It's just something that I've observed because nowhere in hell, with all of this UFO declassification, and some brothers going to feel some kind of way about it because I know brothers talk about the chariots and yes, the chariots are real. That's going to be our deliverance. Look up because now you know that your salvation draweth nigh, right? But this shit that Esau is rolling out in the mainstream media is bullshit. They're not shooting down chariots of the Lord. Chariots of the Lord aren't crashing to the ground. And they've already admitted that they have man-made so-called UFOs or advanced technology that they're using to carry out this scheme, this plot. This false flag, which will lead to the mark, in my humble opinion. And you can say, oh, well, you might be wrong on that. That might be. That might not be the way that they do it. But it's in the air. I'll put it like that. Pun intended. It's in the air. Also, mainly it's going to be, in my opinion, that's one side of it, but mainly I believe that they're going to crash the economy completely to the ground. And they're going to say we need a new system in place. And then they're going to say, well, guess what? We already have one. And they're going to say, thankfully, we have this digital infrastructure that's going to save everyone from starvation. Oh, but here's the catch. Because of these extraterrestrials that are running around, we need you to implant this microchip. And we're doing it for you. We're doing it for your benefit. We're doing it for your health, because there's also going to be a health monitor. A spokesman for the Pentagon um, did an interview on 60 Minutes back in 2021, while everyone was distracted by the election madness in January the 6th. He rolled out a implantable health monitor under the skin. These are the times that we're living in. Get back to the article here. It says here, again from technocracy.news, because they've been all over this. Back to the part where it says, incredibly, WorldCoin was unprepared for an obvious consequence of this rollout strategy, a black market for verified credentials. You can now seemingly buy a world ID. Listen to the language, a world ID for as little as $30. Now, trust me, they're going to make this free in the very near future. Anyone then with more than $30 on hand can command more than one digital identity. Although WorldCoin is aware of this issue and has proposed solutions to resolve it, connecting real people to digital identities is a thorny puzzle. So what they're doing is they're working out the kinks right now while getting people used to this. They're getting people used to the World ID. And it's going to be done for convenience sake. So there's different aspects, different levels to this. It's very strategic. They're going to use the mark of the beast for health, for identification, for finance, for protection, and for convenience. So it's multi-layered, the mark of the beast. That's why some people can't get it. Well, ultimately, because the Lord didn't give it to them. They think the mark of the beast is sin, or the worship of Caesar Borgia, or it's the, they whatever. They think it's many different things other than what it is. It's this digital tracking device, this mark, this agreement. Because it's like you're making a covenant with the system, with the beast system. You're branding yourself when you put that chip in you, that you are property of someone else other than the Most High. You have taken on the beast brand. You've been branded by the beast. And it's really that simple. But you have these sellout Israelite groups who've taken money from the elite, from the elitists, to lie to you and tell you that it's something else. You cannot buy or sell with sin. I mean, it's that simple. And now that it's here, you would think they would change their stance. Let's pretend like these Israelite leaders who are saying that the mark of the beast is sin. Let's pretend like they don't know any better, right? And they really believe that. Okay, I could understand that in 2014, 2015, 2016. But 2023, there's no excuse, especially after what happened in 2020. But the pandemic, you saw what they did. You could not travel in certain cities without a passport. They had a health passport that you had to have in hand. You had to show proof that you've been vaxxed before you could enter certain facilities. That was the dry run for the mark of the beast. What's the excuse? Now, what is the excuse? Is it pride or did they take money? I'm going to say both, in my humble opinion. It could be that some just can't see it because the Lord will choose your delusions. I'm talking about, well, I believe that the leaders know better because they're usually well studied. But the people underneath them, the people that are following them, may be susceptible to, falling for the okey doke. They may not know no better, especially if they're hanging on to every word of their leader, because they're really Judas goats. They're leading the sheep to the slaughter. And when this mark is rolled out and mandated, I believe a lot of these leaders are going to say, well, listen, you got to feed your family. You got to do something. Don't be stupid. The same thing they did with the vax. They did the same thing. Don't be stupid. Go ahead and take it. Because truth be told, they want to set up, or I should say, they want to have the kingdom within Esau's kingdom, if you understand what I'm saying. They're not looking for deliverance. They're not trusting in the Lord. They're not looking to get the hell up out of here. They're not looking for this place to be destroyed. Their inward thought is that Esau's houses will continue forever because they really don't believe. This is where faith comes in. The brothers that are in the know, I'm not saying anything too deep right now. I don't really even get deep like that because right now is, that's cool. You can have the endless debates and get deep. But right now, this is a time of faith, man. Your faith is going to have to be on 1,000, and I'm speaking to myself. All of the endless debates about who's this and who's that and that, that's cool. Right now, you need to be up to speed on what's about to happen. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Don't be distracted by bullshit. Everything else is bullshit. Everything else is a goddamn distraction. Listen to me. This is going down. I'm telling you because the Lord instructed us to do this. Give them warning of me. Give them warning from me. You're not going to be able to say, Yashima, you didn't tell us this was coming. Fuck that. Excuse my language. I need to be able to look myself in the mirror and say, look, I told him. And all these people that are listening to me on Spotify, because my YouTube doesn't get views like that. Most of my listeners are coming via the podcast. That's why I have it formatted like that. It is what it is. That's not, what I planned for. That's just the way, So I said, the hell with it. I'll continue to do it like this. I'm telling you right now, cut the bullshit. Stop playing around. You see this shit is being set up. Get your shit together. Get your house in order. Stop worrying about whether I said a damn curse word or not. This is not the time for being soft and picking and choosing. You know, oh, I like this brother's garment. Oh, he's got 5 wives. Let me follow him. This ain't the time for that shit. Get your shit together. Most High's not playing. Play around with this if you want to. Sorry. Back to the article. I know I did it. It says here, WorldCoin does not fix this. And it's unlikely it ever can, since nothing in the design can stop professional civil attackers from farming eyeballs on the ground level through nefarious means. Now, what they're doing right now is they're using this orb, the eye scanner, to get people to, get used to this world ID, world identification system. But they're coming in with this problem that, there's going to be hackers, there's going to be people that are able to duplicate this technology and put it on the black market. So we need something better, something more advanced, something more technical technology. We need more advanced technology. Tongue twister. We need more advanced technology, something more sound, something less hackable. Right? That we can guarantee that we can verify your identity. And what would that be? It's $1 million question, right? What would be so technically advanced and unable and something that's unable to be duplicated and put on a black market? Microchip. The implantation of the microchip. Because they'll be able to say, if you have it implanted in you, no one can duplicate your identity. No one can replicate it. It is unique. And it's only for you and only you, because it's implanted inside of you. And no one can take that away from you. So this is the solution. And that's going to be backed by universal basic income. So they're going to give you the benefits. They're going to give you the scare, which they're going to have all these false flags, domestic terrorism, insurrections, right? Then you're going to have all these hackers stealing people's identities. It's going to be another reason, another excuse they're going to use. Who knows? They may even have these fake as extraterrestrials. They'll make that claim. So they got to verify your identity, that you're a human being. They'll do that. I don't really hear brothers touching on that, but, leave it up to Esau, man. He might do this shit. They're already doing it on these websites. You got to verify that you're not a robot. We're coming down to the wire, man. This is what the article says. It says, this does not inspire trust in the system or its designers, and yet trust is what they demand. WorldCoin's promotional materials are full of promises to delete sensitive biometric information. Biometric meaning they're talking about the human body, or keep it hidden from view, or not use, or not, or not use it in any, in nefarious ways, One blog post quoted here, the original appears to have been changed since initial release, said to put it this way, quote, during our field testing phase, we are collecting and securely storing more data, because that's what it's about the data, more data than we will upon its completion. So they're pretending like this, they're not ready, but they are ready. Okay, they're acting like it's incomplete. That's bullshit. They're complete. They're ready. It says we will delete all the biometric data we have collected during field testing once our algorithms are fully trained. Trust us. In other words, we totally delete the eyeball database. They're not deleting anything. This devil wants to be God. He wants to be the Most High. He believes he is the Most High. He believes his technology has surpassed the Most High's. That's what he believes in his heart. Right quick, I want to get Revelation. Let's get Revelation 20. 20 and 4 says, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua. Yeah, it's gonna get brutal out here. You're gonna have to make a choice, man. Some of us gonna have to choose death, and we're gonna have to be okay with that. That's what stripping off this world. The benefit of stripping off this world and separating yourself from this world and casting off the cares of this world, tossing that to the side for the sake of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. That's what that is all about. Preparing you for this moment, for the hour of temptation. Because again, it says, I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of Yahweh. Okay? And which had not worshipped the beast. Realize what time we're in. Understand how deadly serious this is. Which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, your New World Order, right? Your New World Order had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. Because don't forget, you still have Elon Musk with this brain chip, the Neuralink. Keep that in mind. And they lived and reigned with Yahushua 1,000 years. Okay. Let me jump down to 6. It says, blessed and holy is he that have part in the first resurrection. On such the second death have no power, but they shall be priests of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, priests of Yahweh and Yahushua, and shall reign with him 1,000 years. And Esau's ass is going to go into slavery, then he's going to be destroyed. Okay? And but just understand, I wanted to get that right quick to give you a glimpse of what's to come. Because when this devil comes down with great wrath and shit hit the fan, You are going to have to make that decision. And this is something that these leaders, a lot of the leaders of these Israelite camps are not telling you for whatever reason. They're not giving you the brutal reality of this thing. And you are going to have to make a real decision, real life decision in real time. You're not going to be able to just always scream Kwam Yashala, Khan, that's right. There's going to come a time when, and trust me, they have all your information already. You're going to be on a list. You're going to be deemed dangerous by the government. Anti-authority. They're going to look at you as an anti-authority, problematic individual. And they know, they have an idea of how many people in there, at least they believe they have an idea of how many people are going to take this chip. And by doing their case study during the pandemic with the vax, with the CV-19 vax, they now believe that they know that the majority of people are going to take it, and they're going to excommunicate, they're going to outcast the rest of people from society. And those people will be deemed as a threat to society in many different ways, so many different angles that they're going to play this. So there's a reason why it says, I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for Yahweh Shai's sake. Let me get Revelation. Let me go to, let me see, right off top here. Let's go to 17:1. It says, and there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. The whore, America, Babylon the Great, says, it says here, come down to, when I come down to the 4th verse, it says, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. All right, and everyone's drinking that Babylon juice. All right. And it says, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations on the earth. Now, you can see America is spreading this democracy and this filthiness upon the earth. Matter of fact, Kamala Harris is going into Africa trying to get these people to accept the alphabet community. And they're trying to bring hell on people, on these nations, for not doing so. It says 6th verse, and I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahweh Shai. When I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. He was in awe of this woman. And today people are in awe of America. and its military might, its dominance. It's the great melting pot. Everyone wanted to come to America at one point in time. Everyone wanted to come to America and still do. There are people risking their lives to come here. Mystery Babylon the Great. It's not a mystery unto us because we know who she is. All of the statues and, the symbolism from these ancient Roman, Greek, Egyptian gods and all of that, we know who she is. We know exactly who she is. We know that this is the established nation of the New World Order. As a matter of fact, when the so-called founders, their manifest destiny bullshit, but when they came here, they called America the New World. So we know who she is. It's not a mystery unto us. We know. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. And the wicked is in power. The wicked is in rulership. Matter of fact, let's get Revelation 6 and jump down to 3. It says, and when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, "Come and see." And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, as Esau taking peace from the earth. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. Who's the wicked one? Esau, Edom. Who's pushing the filthy fornication upon the whole entire earth? Who's spreading their so-called democracy while destroying civilizations? Esau, Edom. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked. And it says, let me go back. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword, because that was Esau's blessing. Esau's blessing was the sword. Okay? That was his blessing. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked, and the sword was the blessing given unto Esau. That's why no one can come against him. That's why no one can defeat him. All of these black power movements that you've seen, whether it was the Black Panthers, the Nation of Islam, and 5%ers, and the Motbians, they couldn't stand up to Esau. They couldn't overtake Esau because the Lord didn't give it to them to do that. Now, in that day, in that time, yes, the saints are going to take the kingdom, right? We're going to take the kingdom. We're going to take the kingdom back via Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And yes, we will rule forever and ever. Thus saith the Lord. But for the longest time up until now, Esau's blessing, the sword, that's what he's used. He used this blessing to stay in power, to remain in that power seat. Now, I'm saying all of that to say this. When that mark is mandated, because it will be mandatory, when that, make no mistake about it, it will be mandated. When that mark is rolled out and it's mandated that you must take this in order to buy or sell, this devil is going to be unleashed. You're going to need the Lord on your side. That's why I'm saying it the way that I'm saying it. That's why I'm going in the way I'm going in. It's going to take more than you just saying, oh, Kwam Yasha. It's going to take more than having unity camps. You won't be able to do that anyway in that day. There's going to come a time when you won't be hearing from the prophets of the Lord anymore. You won't be hearing his word. You need to seek the Lord while he may be found. This is that time. What you do during this time period, you're going to need the word in you. This is why, it says we rehearse the righteous acts. Because there's going to come a famine of the word. Say this all the time, ad nauseum. We keep repeating this because it's not a game. It's not a joke. Time is up. Time is up for the bullshit. Time is up for your little stupid ass debates and shit. Who's the best black leader? The hell with that, man. You need to seek out your own soul's salvation. He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. You got to do this. This is a self journey. Because the time will come where you'll say, man, what do we do? What do we do? And these Israelite leaders that sold out and told people it's okay to take the chip, their congregation will be looking at them in that day saying, what do we do? It's going to be interesting to see what they say. Because they already took the money. They're on the hook for that money that they took already. They're on the hook for that. I want to get this right quick, and I want to go to 2nd Ezra 16:36. It says, behold the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Right, because your false deities, your false gods are not going to save you. Buddha is not saving your ass. For you Christians, Jesus Christ ain't either. Learn the name of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Learn Yahweh and Yahushua. It says, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. This ain't the time to be thinking that shit just going to keep continuing on. Oh, it'll be all right. It's just we've seen bad things before. No, this ain't it, dude. This ain't it. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son. As when a woman is pregnant, she goes through that 9-month period. When that baby's ready to be delivered, it's coming out. In the end, it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it. It shall not tarry. It will not tarry. Get it? Do you get it? You're not going to see a woman that's pregnant in the 9th month getting ready to give birth say, oh, no, it's going to be all right. I always, you know, this has been, just I'll remain pregnant. No, the baby's going to be delivered. The baby's coming out. Okay, the baby's coming out. So no, it's not going to continue on. It's not going to tarry. No, their houses will not continue forever, regardless of what you think. What if some did not believe? Does that make the word of the Lord without effect? God forbid. Yahweh forbid. Let the word of God be true. Let the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua be true, and every man a liar. So you can listen to these people all you want to and say that we're crazy, or you can take heed. Okay? Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son with 2 or 3 hours of her birth. Great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrows shall come upon it on every side. O my people, hear my word. Make ye ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth, because you're going to have to be ready to ditch this place. Okay? You're going to have to be ready to ditch this place. Be ready to make a move. You're not going to be comfortable. And you're going to need the Lord to be on your side. All right? You're going to need him. You're going to need the word. Get it while you can, because there will come a famine of the word. Okay? So, with that being said, I'm going to say Shalom. All praises due to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Shalom.